Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man.
It always helps to have the right microphone. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, late afternoon. From Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym, the second game in our doubleheader, the men against the Golden Eagles of LCCC, Laramie County Community College. The women just victorious in a hard-fought game, 81-67. Casper College running its record to 25-3, running its winning streak to 11, and they have won 10 out of 11 home games this season. It'll be the men's turn next. T-Birds come in with a mark of 21-5. They're running a 5-game winning streak. LCCC 14-10 and won its last time out. The two teams, when they met at Story Gym in downtown Cheyenne, the Birds managed to come away with a 91-84 victory. So Casper trying to continue to win and host the Region 9 tournament. After this game, they'll travel to Eastern Wyoming and then have the home game next Saturday to finish up the regular home season against Western Wyoming. This is a high-scoring outfit, averaging 82 points a game for LCCC. The Birds averaged 90. Last week, that was 10th in the nation. So both teams can get after it up and down the court. This is the way the Golden Eagles will go. They'll start with a 6'10 sophomore, Ben Hageman, at one of the guards. Hageman is from Windsor, Colorado, nearby, averaging a total of 8 points a ball game. Xavier McCord, one of the two McCords, the leading scorer on this team, averages 18 points a game. He is a 6'5 sophomore, of course, from Cheyenne East High School. Tristan Starks at the other guard, averaging 16 a ball game. Starks 6'2", a sophomore from Irving, Texas, and he'll be joined by Jaden McCray, a 6'6 sophomore. McCray from Fort Worth, Texas. He'll come into the contest averaging 4 points a ball game. Fifth starter for the Golden Eagles is Brandon Chuya. Chuya is 6'6". He is a freshman and he comes from London, England. Birds will counter with Jaron Harris, the 6'1 sophomore from LA, averaging 12 a contest. Jamison Epps has been the big scorer and the big rebounder, almost averages a double-double. Epps from Kentucky is 6'6", a sophomore, averaging 18 points per ball game. Ousmane Dia, the big guy in the middle, the 6'10 sophomore from Senegal, averages 4 points a contest. Then Dalton Peterson. Peterson, the sophomore from Encampment, averaging 14 points a contest. He's 6'3". And Nestor Diachok from Moscow, Russia, 6'9". Sophomore, averages 11 points a contest. So for the Birds, it'll be the starters that have been going for the last several games now. Harris, Epps, Dia, Peterson, and Diachok. Casper comes in averaging 90. They shoot 46% from the field. They hit 36% behind the arc, and they are a 72% free throw shooting team. They give up just 78 points a game. LCCC averages 82. They also shoot 46% from the field. They are a 33% shooting team from behind the arc, and they hit 62% at the free throw line. Rebounding, Casper out-rebounding LCCC, 42-36. Birds get out-rebounded, though, by an average of 2 a game. They give up 44. The Golden Eagles give up just 31. Some of the other statistics, Casper averaging 16 assists and 12 turnovers. Birds get 9 steals a game. The Golden Eagles average 12 assists, and they turn the ball over 13 times a game. So, be interesting to see what happens here. Casper trying to continue to roll and continue to forge and stay in the lead to host the Region 9 tournament when March rolls around here. The women pretty much assured now of, although they've got to win another game, they are riding a 11-game winning streak and all but assured having the number 1 or 2 seed in the Region 9 tournament, which will go to the South winner on the ladies' side this year.
Direct your attention to the American flag for the singing of our national anthem. Singing our national anthem this afternoon is one of our Casper College students, Danica Boyce. Danica is a freshman double majoring in music education and business administration. She is from Buffalo, Wyoming, and has been singing since she learned to talk. She is in 3 vocal ensembles here in Casper College and is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa. And as you know, Phi Theta Kappa is a national organization of elite academic achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Danica Boyce.
Oh, say, can you see? Stripes and bright stars, perilous fight, when the ramparts we watched were so
We have incredibly talented people here at Casper College.
About set to go here.
Overtime, Danica boys.
T-Birds and LCCC. This series dating back to 1972-73. And the T-Birds have won 48 and lost only 13 in this contest. So it has been dominated by the Birds, much like the ladies has been. The introduction again of the starting lineup for the Golden Eagles: Ben Hageman, Xavier McCord, Tristan Starks, along with Jaden McRae and Brandon Choya. This is the biggest crowd of the season for the Birds, homecoming 2023. People enjoying some chili and enjoying a Lady T-Bird win, 81-67, now ready to root the men on in a key North Sub-Region contest. Jaron Harris and Jamison Epps, the first two introduced for the Birds. Epps, I wanted to check, averaging 10 rebounds a game, so he does have the double-double. He averages 18 points, 10 rebounds a game. Usman Dia coming in, and now Dalton Peterson, the three-point marksman, the lefty. And Nestor Diachok will be the last introduced. And we're ready to go here. The Birds, white home uniforms, red numerals, trimmed in black. The Golden Eagles in those dark navy blue with the gold numerals trimmed in white. This is an explosive team, very talented. The Birds will have their work cut out for them as they try and extend their winning streak to 6 games. At home, the men, like the ladies, have lost only once this year. They are 10-1 here at home. In the meeting in Cheyenne at Story Gym, it was Casper with a 91-84 victory. Dia in the circle against Xavier McCord, and Dia will win it. McCord won't even attempt to jump it, and the Birds will attack first. Harris into the front court. Exchanging with Dalton Peterson, who backs the dribble away. Over for Epps, who's pulled out, usually set up on the low block. Wants to drive, pull up just inside the arc, no good, misses from 17. And Hageman will bring it ahead, give it to McCord. This will be Xavier McCord, who will give it off to Tristan Starks. Starks looking down low, bouncing on the high post, gets it to McRae, back to McCord. Double team, kicks outside for a three, high arc that's an air ball. Saved from going out of bounds, but Dia steps in, takes it away. Birds get it back, Peterson for a three at the start that's good. Dalton cheating after the miss, was wide open in front of the Golden Eagle bench. 3-0 T-Birds. At the top, trying to run and throw it off the glass, and a blocking foul against Dia. Brandon Chuya had 23 points when the two teams met last. The leading scorer in that ball game was Xavier McCord. He had 32 in the loss to the Birds. So we'll send Brandon Chuya to the free throw line for a pair here. Tough call. First one on the way is front of the iron, no good. Chuya just a 58% free throw shooter on the season. Just a minute and some change into the opening half. Second one is good. So he breaks the ice with the first point of the ball game for the Golden Eagles. It's 3-1 Casper. T-Bird basketball. Harris will log it ahead into the front court for Diachok, who's pulled out now. Back to Dia. Dia looking, loses his dribble. High feed for Diachoke to Harris. Harris burns baseline, kicks outside. Pass intended for Peterson is tipped into the back court. Birds need to get a shot up. Harris, spin dribble all the way into the lane, throws up the floating one-hander. No, Dia with the tip, that didn't go, and the rebound will be taken away by Hageman. Eagles on the attack. Hageman out top, going to try a long three, high arc, no good. Tapped around, Harris will gather it in. The miss by Tristan Starks. And the ball will go out of bounds. Birds will keep possession here and throw it into Dia. New 20-second shot clock. Harris back to Peterson, tries another three, gets another three. Oh, Dalton, it may be called outside, but it's warm when he's shooting inside. 6-0 or 6-1 Casper, and Peterson with all 6 points on a pair of three balls. Here's another three, high arc that's no good. The miss by Starks and the rebound to Epps. Jamison into the front court, still has it on a string, now gives it to Peterson. Another three is good. Peterson with 9 quick points, and the Birds with an 8-point lead, 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the contest. Well, Coach Salisbury says, I think we need a 30-second timeout. Somebody want to go find number 20 when he gets the basketball? Wow. The lefty burning the nets, 3 for 3 in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and Casper out to a 9-1 lead. Nice to have, but you got to believe the answer will be there. The Golden Eagles with a lot of talent. Starks has taken a couple of long threes, and I mean those banners that hang in the end zone for Region 9 championships, his arc is almost enough to touch that. With the basketball in the front court, McCray giving to Hageman, will draw the double team, feed in the lane, head fake, McCray bores in and gets it to go. First field goal of the ball game for the Golden Eagles makes it 9-3. Diachoke got to get it into Epps. Jamison will leave it for Harris, who will take it across. Jaron bouncing to who else? Peterson. Back to Epps. Epps down the left side. Pull up 10-footer. No. Tips it up. That doesn't go. And the rebound cleared away to Tristan Starks. Out of back court to the top. Exchanging with Chuya. Going to try another three from the left side. That's where all 3 of their attempts have come, and they haven't made any of them. And Epps trying to leave the ball in the backcourt for Harris. Little miscommunication, and the crowd will gather it in. Turnover Casper. I'm going to say just 20 seconds on the shot clock, no possession. So the Golden Eagles ball in the front court. Head fake on the three by McCord. They'll bring it back out top. Chuya steps inside the line, then steps back for a three that's short. And the Birds having trouble corralling the rebound. And they're going to give a foul here, I think, to Jaron Harris, who is on the floor. Wow. That'll be the second foul on the Birds. None so far on the Eagles, who will take it to the right side of the hoop along the end line, get it into McCord. Back out top, Hageman sets a pick. McCord does. Hageman still has it on the floor against Epps. Backs away, couldn't get the shot. Here's the feed down along the end line and thrown away. Peterson with the steal for the Birds. Jaron Harris will take it across. 9-3, Casper by 6. T-Bird basketball in the front court. Jaron trying to set the offense. Peterson through the lane. Diachoke right back to Harris. Harris floats a one-hander. That's good in the paint. Somebody other than Dalton Peterson can score. 11-3, Birds lead by 8, match their biggest lead. with the basketball. Starks out top. Chuya kicks it outside to Hageman. Spin dribble into double team, kicks it back to Chuya. Peterson almost poked it loose. Ball along the block, and a soaring one-hander in the lane is missed by Chuya. Dia with the rebound. Epps going to pull up. Three ball is short. Flat-footed rebound taken away by Tristan Starks. Starks pull up just inside the arc. No. Rebound again, an offensive rebound, and the Golden Eagles will reset. We played 5 minutes. The Birds are up 8. In the corner, Hageman. Long three, no good. Diachoke rebound. Birds, oh, Dia running the court will get the slam. Wow. I'm wondering who we're going to pass that to, and yeah, we're going to hit the guy who's 6'10" with nobody within 20 feet. Birds 13-3 now, 14 to go, opening half. And a turnover by the Golden Eagles. First substitutions for Casper come 6 minutes in. Darius Robinson will check in for the T-Birds, along with Jaden Peters. Golden Eagles will send Hageman to the bench, and I got to check a number. We're looking for the guy with all the hair. That'd be Jordan Reed. Feed in deep. Peterson right hand. No. Tip. Dia. Yes. Usman with 4, and the lead grows to 12. 15-3. Birds on top early, courtesy of Dalton Peterson. 3 3-pointers. The steal. And they tried to get it to Dia. Instead, Darius Robinson all the way to the left side, kicks it back out top. Going to slow it just a little bit here with 15 on the shot clock. Robinson yo-yos it in the front court, works between and comes from the right side from the elbow, misses the 15-footer. Chuya runs into a double team, kicks it back out top. All the way down, Starks running one-hander is good. His first hoop. Robinson into the front court for Dia. Usman on the dribble. Low post feed. Epps working inside, will lay it up and in. Well, Xavier McCord overplayed him, tried to steal, and it left Jamison all alone to the hoop. 17-5, Birds by a dozen, 12:30 to go, opening half. Starks for Chuya, feeding to Reed, bouncing down low. McCord against Epps, fall away, no good. And the rebound, Darius Robinson. Or no, Jaden Peters. Darius Robinson with the ball. And the running one-hand layup is good. Well, just let him soar in from the right side. 14-point lead, Birds. 8 minutes in. Chuya into the paint, kicks outside. Reed picked up by Epps. Dribble drive in the paint, trying to put up the one-hander, and scoring is Jaden McCray. McCray averages 4 a game, he's got 4. Robinson in the front court for Dia. Usman to Peterson, loops it right back on the elbow to Usman, backing in, will hook up and nails it. Oh my. 6 points quickly for Usman, the lead back to 14. Into the front court. Starks loses his dribble, gives it to Reed, cross court against Peterson. He'll put up the left hand 3-ball, no. The rebound though, gathered in by McCray. Back to Reed, pull up just short of the elbow, and that basket's good. Jordan Reed averages 10, he's got 2. 11 minutes to go, opening half. Birds with Epps working against Reed from the left side of the lane. Spins to the left side, up with the left hand, that's good. He is so strong on that low post. Back to the 14-point margin. McCray who had 32 against the Birds when they met last time, hasn't scored yet. They'll give it to Chuya, 15-footer from the elbow. No, Epps says somebody want the ball. Gives a long pass to Robinson. Darius loses his dribble. Right back to Jamison for Dia. Epps, see if they clear again and let him work on the lane by himself. He will work, and they're going to give him an offensive foul. Well, Marich will come in, Diachok will return, and Harris will return for the Birds. Xavier McCord, who has not scored, will leave for the Golden Eagles, and for the first time tonight, Pedro Ellerly, 6'5" freshman, checks in. Epps is going to take a seat for the Birds. 23-9, we've played half of the opening half. Birds on top, they get it in deep to Ellery, and he fumbled it, couldn't get the shot off from the baseline. He'll get it right back, dish down low. Low post speed, trying to turn and shoot is Muhammad. They get it to Reed. Muhammad can't hang on to the ball. Jaron Harris with the steal, bouncing ahead. Robinson tried to reverse it, shot blocked. Ellery got back nicely for the Golden Eagles. Reed, left-hand three ball, no. Diachok volleyballs to himself, gets it to Harris. Jaron looking for Robinson, exchanges with him right at the hash mark. Back to Marich out top. Peters for Robinson. Shot clock at 15, game clock at 9:10. Harris burns the baseline, 15-footer, no, gets his own rebound, puts it up from 10, yes. Well, look what I found. And this is a 16-point lead, biggest of the afternoon. 25-9 Birds. Starks for Ellery outside. Tried to float it in deep. They have to kick it out to Reed, and his three wouldn't have counted if it went anyway, because on the pass, Muhammad was out of bounds. Timeout on the court, 8:43 to go, opening half. Birds 25, Golden Eagles 9.
Yeah, one of the rules we have in our program is for our guys to really encourage each other and be positive with one another. But I think a handful of them have taken it too far.
Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym on a windy, cold February afternoon. Homecoming for Casper College's basketball team. Women win it 81-67 over LCCC. Men right now leading 25-9 with 8:43 to go in the opening half, and it's Casper ball out of backcourt. Jaron Harris for Darius Robinson, right back to Harris, three-pointer, no good. Robinson tries to save it from going out of bounds. He goes out the door with the basketball, and the basketball will go over to LCCC. Hageman will bring it ahead for the Golden Eagles. We're trying to work behind a pick, trying to get Muhammad loose. Marich all over him, dribble drive in the lane, and a soft one-hander is good. Choya, who had 23 against the Birds last time, gets his third point of the afternoon. Marich, or rather Diachok, trying to feed in deep. Harris managed to keep it from going out of bounds, couldn't get the shot. Marich is in deep, rolls to the hoop with the left hand, got it. 27-11. Birds with a 16-point margin. Chuya wants to drive the paint, couldn't get it to go. Muhammad with the rebound, and then a jump ball going to be whistled. It will stay with the Golden Eagles. Jamison Epps, after a quick blow, will come back in for the Birds. Diachok will take a seat. 27-11, 7:40 to go here, opening half. Inbounds pass out top from Xavier McCord, who's back in. Dribble drive in the lane and an air ball, and a foul going to be whistled here. See who gets it for the Birds. It's going to be Peters. That is 4 team fouls on the Birds, and the Eagles have 0. They will send Reed to the free throw line, and he misses badly on the first one. Jordan Reed, 6'4", and a sophomore. Second one good. Reed's third point of the ball game makes it 27-12. Robinson into the front court, head fake, loses his dribble over to Epps, trying to feed to Harris, cutting to the basket. The bounce pass taken away by the Golden Eagles, who feed in deep. Muhammad has it stolen away. Peters with the steal for the Birds to Epps, cross-courted to Robinson for 3. That's no good. And the rebound taken away, Muhammad again. Abdullah Muhammad. Ooh, here's a 3 ball that doesn't even get to the rim. Ellery with a brick that came off the glass too hard for surprise Jaron Harris. Dia coming back along with Epps for the T-Birds will join Harris, Peters, and Epps. Golden Eagle ball. Spin dribble in the lane. Hageman, Dia partially blocked it, and Hageman managed to muscle it home for his first basket of the ball game. 27-14 Birds, 6.5 to go, opening half. Epps on the left side exchanges with Harris to Dia out top. Usman for Darius Robinson. Switches hands. Oh, nice feed for Dia in deep. Couldn't corral it. Still has it on the baseline for Epps with 9 to shoot. Jamison, right side, throw it off the glass. Didn't get rim. And the rebound comes away on the run to McCord. For Reed, long 3, no. McCord rebound in deep, put it up and in. And the Birds are going to need a timeout here. I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Little run here by the Golden Eagles. They cut it to 11 with 6:03 to play in the half. It's 27-16. Now, the timeout was because Usman Dia lost his shoe. All right. We're set. Dalton Peterson returns for the T-Birds. Peterson started the game with 3 threes in the first 2.5 minutes. And the Birds with an early 9-1 lead. They now lead at 27-16. Robinson for Harris to Peterson. Right back, Harris alone for a 3. That's no good. Tipped up by Epps, couldn't get it to go. He goes down, back the other way. Ellery, oh, he looked like he walked, instead he threw it out of bounds. T-Birds get it back. Been a little while since they've managed to score, so Darius Robinson now taking over at the point with the basketball for Jaron Harris, who normally runs the point, and he will be fouled out top by Ben Hageman. First team foul comes at the 5:29 mark for the Golden Eagles. Sean Gutting in a conversation with the officials, or a official. Got a call, Sean? Peterson to play it in for the Birds in the front court. Epps backing his way into the double team. Cross courts at Robinson for a 3-ball that's no good. And the rebound claimed by McCord, who will run it ahead. All the way down right side. Oh, nice strip. Jarian Harris took it away. Birds the other way, spinning. Peterson walked with the ball. Ouch. (27-16). Neither team able to find the bottom of the net the last couple of minutes. We approach 5 to play in the opening half. Birds with an 11-point lead. Robinson against Hageman. Tried to poke it away. They'll get it outside to Ellery in deep. And a layup from the right side from the block. Raymond Ezike with the basket to make it 27-18. Bird lead under double digits now with 4:40 to go in the half. Dia out top, dribbling to the top to Darius. Robinson bouncing for Epps, working in, has it slapped away and out of bounds, and he touched it last. Nestor Diachok coming back. Usman Dia will take a rest. 27-18 Casper, 4:29 here in the opening half, and the Golden Eagles are starting to claw their way back in after trailing by 16. Hageman behind a pick, loses his dribble, had his man cutting, and Harris read it perfectly. Birds have a 3-on-2, back the other way. Peterson for 3, no. Epps couldn't corral the rebound. Golden Eagles come back the other way. Hageman way too strong, and they'll throw it away. His pass intended for Ezike led him too much. Ezike tried to save it in bounds, and it goes in the student section. Dalton Peterson to play it in for the Birds. Darius Robinson's had a long spell here. He's missed a bunch of threes. Be nice to see him rain one in here. In deep. Epps along the block, and a foul will be whistled. Now this one is actually going to go on Brandon Chuya. Be his first and the third team foul. Robinson alone from the left side corner. No, hustles for his own rebound, couldn't get it. Back the other way. Chuya with a running one-hander that's good. He wanted a call. Didn't get it, but he did get the basket. And the lead down to 7 now. Diachok into the lineup, takes it between the circles for Robinson. Darius to Peterson. That'll be a kick on Ellery, and the Birds will have a 20-second reset. 3:28 to go. Darius Robinson in the front court. To Diachok. Nestor, double team. Bouncing for Epps, got room to work one-on-one. Instead, Dalton Peterson cuts through, and that reverse layup that he and Epps worked so perfectly. 29-20, back to a 9-point margin. McCord at the top to Ellery. Starks will drive and manage to knock it home in the paint. Starks with his 4th point. Harris all the way down left side with the right-hand layup that's good. Jaron with 6 points now. And Jamison Epps being warned by Sean Gutting, I think. I don't know whether said something to the officials, but just trying to get everybody to play. That's going to be a travel. Chuya into Epps with the body. Jamison still looking a little angry as he walks to the offensive side of the court. Birds lead by 9. Epps wants to send Harris down low, see if he goes to work one-on-one. Meantime, he'll take it at the top. Down the left side, leaves it for Harris. Jaron couldn't get it back to Jamison. Now he tries to get it, and that'll be a foul, finally, on Tristan Starks, his first. Epps a little frustrated right now, and that's not particularly what the T-Birds need to see. Reed coming back in the lineup for Cheyenne. 2:16 on the clock. 31-22 on the scoreboard. Birds with a 9-point margin. Harris to throw it in. Bounces to Epps. Fall away on the baseline. Doesn't go. Diachok tried to tip it. And the Golden Eagles, Starks will bring it ahead. Outside for Hageman. Right back to Starks. Long, high arc. No good. Epps with a rebound. Ooh, looked like he got fouled. Instead, he'll give it off to Robinson. Back to Harris. Jaron looking to Epps. Couldn't quite get him cutting through the lane. Jamison hand fighting at the elbow. Tries to turn, and a foul going to be whistled here. This one will go on Reed. Epps right now playing with a little anger, I think you could say. Peterson grabbing him. Come on. You're not shooting, so we're going to play the ball in. Team fouls are even at 4 apiece. Nestor Diachok will get it in the corner and give it to Jaron Harris. Harris spinning in the lane. Back to Robinson. Robinson for Harris outside on the right angle. Brings it away with 10 to shoot. Harris spinning all the way to the elbow. Right side had it knocked loose. Back the other way. Starks dribble drive, lay it up and in. 31-24. We approach a minute to go here in the opening half. That's been all Casper. Diachok for Harris. Out top, Epps. Back out to Diachok. And Harris will take it with 10 to shoot now. Low post feed. Epps trying to back in the paint. Puts it up, left hand, got it to go. That's almost unstoppable. He's got 6, the Bird lead back to 9. Final minute of the opening half. Hageman might have gotten away with the walk. For Chuya, back to Hageman. Harris trying to follow him through the paint, does so. McCord, soft one-hander, got a kind bounce. That's his second hoop. He's got 4, and it's 33-26. Birds can play it for the last shot here. Jaron Harris right at half court. Robinson will come get the ball with 10 to shoot. Darius in the corner. Here's Peterson for 3, his 4th of the half, and his 14th point. Will go to the locker room, I believe, with the Birds up 10. The officials having to step between the teams. I'm not exactly sure by what, but it's 36-26. Casper with the lead at the halfway mark. And LCCC not in any hurry to get off the court. Casper with an early 16-point lead in this one. They go to the locker room leading by 10. We'll be back with the second half after this.
You know, my family told me when we were growing up, we don't expect you to go to college. We're not going to force you to do that, but you're going to have to work. You either work or you go to school. And I chose to work. And I started working full-time when I was 14. I was comfortable in my life. I was comfortable in doing what I was doing, and it was good work. I worked hard, but I was working 6 days a week, about 12 hours a day. I was managing a landscape lawn mowing business in town, and I was in a relationship at that time, and I didn't know that I could continue doing it. I wanted more, and I was quite frightened, to be honest with you, before I started school at 25. I wanted more for myself, and I was very encouraged by an individual to go to college then. Then I had a friend of mine he told me about the OT program here, because I wanted a bachelor's degree. I just didn't want it in biology at that time, because that was offered for the through the University of Wyoming, and this was through the University of North Dakota. I didn't do real well my first semester. My GPA ended up being a 2.5, which is average, and I didn't work. I just came to school, and I really didn't budget my time well, so my GPA suffered for it. Second semester, I took a job, just one job, working for Shirley Sibrel at American Rentals. I did learn how to budget my time, and my GPA went up to 3.8. It's possible. It depends on how bad you want it, and it depends on where you want your life to go. It requires support, and I've had a lot of it. That, I think, increases your commitment to succeed, because people are helping you, and you want to do well as a result. I think that Casper College is a good choice, specifically because every faculty person that I know of cares about students. It's a good atmosphere. You get that one-to-one attention.
To me, Casper College it truly means a sense of community. I mean, it's called Casper College. It's our community college. When you get out of high school, you want to kind of go spread your wings a little bit, and so you want to go experience that. And I did. I wasn't the most successful in that environment at that time. I had a little too much fun, and I didn't flunk out or anything like that. But it was back to the military, that always interested me. I've got family members that are getting to they're in high school now, nieces and nephews. And I actually direct them to do the exact opposite of what I did. I tell them you should go to Casper College. It's affordable. You'll have smaller classrooms. You have resources that will help you get through your general, your maths, your sciences, your Englishes. You'll be way more successful in class. And then at that point, you might even have a better idea of what you truly want to go to school for. You have very diverse people from different backgrounds and all different ages and ethnicities and walks of life trying to achieve the same goal, which is, higher education. You're older, you might have kids, you might have a job, but they offer night classes, they offer online classes, they offer hybrid classes that are online and you still go to class. That way you still have interaction with the teachers, the professors. I would tell them not to be worried because of the resources that they have. I utilized the resources that the college had. When I was injured overseas, I had a traumatic brain injury, severe traumatic brain injury. And so I was as nervous as all get out of, my memory was not so great. The resources that the college had, both from the administrative side of things, to helping navigate the GI Bill and all those, down to the educational level, the math lab, the writing center, the library, the educators at Casper College, to me, felt they were truly there to help. What I enjoyed the most was the fact that I was a non-traditional student, the fact that I was older. I took the classes way more serious. And so, to me, I just felt like I retained a lot more knowledge because I was there for the right reason.
We're trying to figure out who the best dunk on the team is, you feel me? So first we got B-Nard right here. He got something for us you see me? Something real cool. Then we got Ness, something not too crazy. My forward man from Turkey, and the best dunk on the team is probably Tyler. That's my pick.
I'm Zach Nagy, and I'm from South Florida, and I'm a Casper College student. One of the big reasons I chose Casper College is because it's relatively inexpensive, and that's a really big factor when choosing education past high school for me and my family. One of the things I do want to do is potentially work in the Foreign Service Office with the U.S. State Department. One of the most important things a U.S. diplomat does is networking. And one of the coolest things that I've learned being here in Casper and in Casper College specifically is how to do that. Because in Wyoming, you really are a handshake away from anybody. Whether it's an email, a phone call, a text, you can meet with some of the most influential people in the area or even in the country.
Working in the Foreign Service Office, one of the things that is most paramount is language acquisition and learning languages. One of the best parts about Casper College for me personally so far has been working with Professor Atkins in the language department, learning Spanish, but not only touching on the language and the acquisition of said language, but also the culture and the importance of the little things.
I want to become a U.S. diplomat, and Casper College is helping me get there.
Hi, my name's Deshaun. I'm a cybersecurity major at Casper College, and I'm from Denver, Colorado. I started looking at Casper College, and they had a variety of programs which I was interested in, but I chose the cybersecurity program. And it turns out that I had a lot of things that I did not know I was interested in. Casper College has provided quite a few opportunities for me. The flexibility has been probably the greatest aspect of it for me. On top of that, there have been an extreme amount of people here who have helped me progress as a student. We'll take Eric Salveggio, for example. He is one of the cybersecurity instructors. He's brought examples and projects to the class that completely blow your mind. You have absolutely no idea that these kind of things are occurring on a daily basis. Marjorie Anderson here, she was my advisor. I brought to her resumes and cover letters, and she's helped me finish those and get those nice and correct so that I can go out and actually apply for jobs. And then we have Brian Clark. He's the IT networking coordinator. I'm currently an intern for him. He's allowed me to work on the network's SIEM, which is a security information event manager that allows me to see potential cyber threats that are occurring on the school's network. I want to continue my education in a bachelor's towards cybersecurity. I want to become a cybersecurity analyst, and Casper College is helping me reach that goal.
They want to show for some people.
We're back at T-Bird Gym, house that Swede built, and it's 36-26, the halfway mark. Casper College over LCCC in a rather physical basketball game. Earlier this afternoon, Lady T-Birds were victorious over LCCC 81-67, and that also was a physical contest. This one started out with the Birds' Dalton Peterson hitting three-pointers in the first 2.5 minutes, and the Birds climbing out to an early, actually soaring out to an early 9-1 lead. They led by as many as 16, and they lead by 10 here now at the halfway mark of this contest. It has been a rather physical contest like the first one was. First half stats: Golden Eagles 12 of 28, 43% from the field. The Birds are 16 of 32, that's 50%. Can figure that out. Three-pointers, LCCC 0 for 11. T-Birds are 4 for 11, and 4 out of 5 coming from Dalton Peterson. So nobody else has been able to bottom a three-pointer. Free throws, 0 for the Birds in the first half. The Golden Eagles were 2 out of 4. Rebounds, LCCC out rebounding Casper 19-13. And assists, just 1 for the Golden Eagles, 6 for the Birds. Turnovers, 11 for LCCC, 6 for the Birds. Neither team with a block shot. 1 steal for LCCC. The Birds have come up with 6. The biggest leads in the ball game, well, the T-Birds led by 16. The score has never been tied. The lead has never changed hands. So it's been all Casper College. We'll see if that continues. 36-26, leading scorer in the ball game. Obviously, Dalton Peterson with 14 for the T-Birds. 6 apiece for Jaron Harris, Jamison Epps. 6 very early points for Usman Dia. After that, 2 apiece for Darius Robinson and Andrea March. Leading scorer for the Golden Eagles, nobody in double figures for them. 5 points for Brandon Chuya, who had 23 in the first game against the T-Birds. And Xavier McCord with just 4. He had 32 the first time these two teams met. So it looked like, from at least this standpoint up here, it was getting a little chippy at the end. We'll see what the officials can do to control that. See who the Birds come with here in the second half. It looks like it'll be Harris, Epps, Dia, Peterson, and Diachoke, the same 5 that began the game. So Casper trying to win for the 22nd time this season. Birds came into the contest with a 21-5 mark, and the Golden Eagles came in with a 14-10 mark. So we'll see who has the ball first. Looks like it's going to be Casper College basketball. And we'll start the second half of play and see how it goes. A win here today would mean that the Birds would either get a 1 or 2 seed on the north side. Of course, they're trying to host the Region 9 tournament. Dalton Peterson will play it in the back court and get it into Jaron Harris. And the Birds are ready to roll here, or maybe ready to fly. Here we go, Harris into the front court. Picked out up top by Hageman. Gives it to Epps, tries to spin the dribble, and they're going to call him, Epps, for a charge. Wow, player control foul on Jamison. Epps trying to go one-on-one on the low block, picked up the foul, and right away, 15 seconds in, the Birds with a foul. Sean Gutting with a conversation with the guys in striped shirts, or a guy in striped shirts. Out top, Starks, right side outside to McCord, sets a pick. Chuya tries to drive, kicks it out. McCord will try the three, that's no good. Dia with a long rebound in the corner, and then a careless pass that is taken away, knocked out. Good hustle play that time by Ben Hageman. The Birds get lucky and get the ball in the back court. Harris to bring it across for Casper College. Bouncing out top, Diachok back to Dalton Peterson, right back to Nestor for a three that is in and out, no. Chuya with the rebound, in a hurry to bring it back up court. Ooh, looked like McCord got away with a walk and steady dishes, and Brandon Chuya with that left-hand hook for his 7th point of the ball game, and the first score of the second half. Harris all the way down left side, left-hand side with a right-hand layup. Got his man in too deep, and before he was in too deep, he laid it home. Back to a 10-point margin. Hageman trying to find McCord. Peterson all over him. Get it to Starks. Out top. Trying to reverse it in the lane, losing the ball. Shovel pass in deep. Chuya misses. Epps all over him. No foul called. Birds come away. 2 minutes in to the second half. Epps into the front court. Gets the pick, goes right back to Diachok. Right back to Jamison with 15 to shoot. For Diachok on the baseline. Cross court at Peterson alone. 3 ball is short. And a flat-footed rebound to McCray. Back the other way. Hageman runs the court for the layup. His 4th point of the ball game. Jaron Harris into the front court, pushing underneath, lopes it back out front for Epps. Jamison. Hop, step, and a basket. Right down the middle, uncontested for his 8th point, back to a 10-point lead. 2.5 into the contest. Hageman in front of his bench. Pull up, high arc, 3, no. Rebound though, taken away by McCray, and a little one-hander from the right side by Hageman. Teams trading baskets in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Harris trying to spin in the lane, has it taken away by Hageman. Back the other way, layup no good, but the follow is good. Xavier McCord soars and scores to make it 40-34. Epps for Diachok. Right back to Dia at the top. Jamison will hold with 10 to shoot. Backs away to 3-court land. Wants to drive down left side, got a little bump on his guy. Missed the fall away, it was an air ball, and the ball out of bounds. Should be T-Bird ball, but just 3 seconds left on the shot clock, I think. Harris to play it in. Oh, they're going to give him 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Officials conferring. We'll go over to the scorer's table, see if it's 3 seconds or 20 seconds. I think it's 3. No one really had control of the ball. Now they'll wind it back to 3. So Jaron Harris will play it in along the end line. Get it into Jamison, right back to Harris. Give and go for the deuce. Oh, good look by Jamison. Good play by the T-Birds. 42-34. Hageman, they'll swing it right side outside. McCord, who's had a silent first half. See if he tries to take over the second. That's going to be high off the rim. Epps volleyballs to himself. Outlets it ahead to Harris. Tries to drive, and let's see if they'll say he was in the act of shooting. That foul's going to go on Tristan Starks. His second team foul. Reed coming back. Starks will take a seat for the Golden Eagles. And they're not going to say Harris was shooting. He was trying to get to the hoop. Jaron to play it in. Bounces to Epps. Jamison one-on-one against McCord with the left hand over the top. Well, he's in double figures with 10. And I think he got a technical after he made the basket. Yep. Not sure what Epps said or what. Jamison's had a tough time here. That will be his third foul because a technical now, a personal, and the free throw, the first one by Hageman's good. He's got 7, it's 44-35. So Epps with a nice move in deep, and then Hageman misses the free throw. His 2 points then results in just 1 point for the Golden Eagles. Ball into the front court. Hageman for McCord. Xavier trying to drive baseline against Diachok. Ooh, that looked like they fumbled. Got a walk. Nope. Birds will take it away. Outlet for Epps. He will soar and try to dunk it. Got in a little too deep. Back the other way we come. McCord bumped as he shoots. Basket didn't go. Air ball to Chuya. Give it outside. Hageman for 3. That's good. Hageman has started to light it up a little bit. He's got 10 now, and it's 44-38. 5 minutes in to the second half. Bird lead is down to 6. Epps out top, Diachok. Give it to Peterson for Usman. Dia with a dribble, gets it to Harris. Shot clock will wind to 10. Jaron into the paint, floats up a one-hander that's good. He's only 6'1". He's in the land of the big men and throws them up and finds the bottom of the net to make it 46-38. Hageman, Chuya, hop steps in the lane, misses. Rebound Dia, who's done a nice job on the boards. Back the other way, Epps for Harris. Jaron controls, tries a 3, that's no good. And the Eagles will come back. Hageman in a hurry into the front court. Has it poked loose by Harris. Birds get it again. Here's the lob up top. They couldn't get it to Epps. And the Birds will go back on defense. Harris strips the ball away from McCord. It will go out of bounds and stay with the Golden Eagles. 6 minutes in exactly. 14 to play. Casper's lead is 8 rather. 48. 46-38. Please hand me a pair of bifocals. Yes. Reed back into the lineup for the Golden Eagles. Will throw it in. Ellery came in also. Get it in the corner to McCray. Back out from McCord. 3. That's no good. That's not his game. Birds will come away with a rebound to Darius Robinson. Backs the dribble away in the land of 3, away from the ball. A foul whistled. And this may be on LCCC. It is. First on Jaden McCray. Team fouls are now 2 for the Golden Eagles, 3 for the Birds. Diachok at the top. Backs it all the way away and gives it to Robinson. Checks the shot clock and the game clock. Trying to dish for Dia in deep, and he is fouled and will go to the line for a pair. Usman did a nice job of corralling the lob. Then a good head fake that put McCray in the air for his second. Dia the other night was a perfect 8 for 8, I believe, at the free throw line. We'll see. Against Central, we'll see what he does here, and the jinx worked, unfortunately. That line drive was off the heel and went dead right. Second one for the sophomore from Senegal. This one's good. He's got 7 now, and the Bird lead is back to 9. 13.5 to play in the ball game. Starks into the front court. Number 3, guarded by number 3, Darius Robinson. Gets it out top. Ellery for a 3. That's good, and I think he's their designated three-point shooter. We'll see. He's got 3. Robinson fakes the 3, tries to feed the low post. Dia trying to back his way in, hooks it up off the glass hard, gets a kind roll, and it drops through. Dia with 9. We're going to get a timeout on the court. 13 exactly to go. It's 49-41, Birds by 8.
I want to show for some people out there, man.
Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym. Birds hanging on by 8. 49-41, 13 minutes to play in a physical basketball game. LCCC will play it in the backcourt, get it to Patrick Reed. Jaden Peters checked in on the dead ball. He's in the backcourt along with Darius Robinson. Andrea Marich also in for the Birds. Reed out top. Looks for the pick. Clears it on the right side. They're going to get it to Ellery for the 3 again. That's no good. That one was halfway down and coughed out. Marich with the rebound for Jamison Epps. Almost lost his dribble right at half court. Darius Robinson loses his, gives it. Marich will take it in exchange with Peters to Darius with 10 to shoot. Burns the baseline and lays it up from the left with the right hand. Ooh, that quick first step by Robinson. Darius's 4th point, the lead back to 10. McCord trying to work from the right side. They'll go instead to the left side. High arc 3 again, that's short. Marich came right to him, just standing there in the paint. Birds will try and hike the 10-point lead. Epps all the way down from the right side, lay it up and in. He is so strong when he stays under control. Almost impossible to stop one-on-one. Birds by a dozen now. 53-41. McCord wants to go right side. Peters hangs with him. And they're going to get Jaden for the foul, I believe. His second team foul's now 4 of the Birds and 3 for the Golden Eagles. Chuya comes back in along with Hageman for Cheyenne. Jaron Harris will return for Casper. Golden Eagle basketball, they'll bounce it, get it into McRae, who kicks back outside for a long 3 that's good. Hageman warming up from the outside. He's got 13. Lead down to 9. Robinson loses his dribble for Epps. Jamison behind a pick to the top of the key. Into the paint, throws it up, no. Marich tries to keep it alive, kept it alive, wanted a foul, didn't get it. But the rebound went off Pedro Ellery and out of bounds to the T-Birds. Harris will play it in as soon as Marich gets his shirt tucked. Gets it to Marich. Andrea way back out top, and at half court, Jaron Harris will run the offense. into the paint. Running one-hander, scoops it with the right. He's got 14, and the lead back to 11. Out of back court, out of control. Chuya loses the ball. Birds have numbers coming back. Pull up, Robinson, 2, doesn't go. Rebound, Epps tried to kick it back outside and threw it right to Ellery. Hageman sets for a 3, no. Harris will take the rebound. Ahead for Robinson. Darius, dribble drive into the lane with the Euro step, couldn't get it to go. Back the other way, 2-on-1, and the layup is good. Ellery with a nice play for his 5th point. Oh, it has been wild. 10:03 left in this one. 55-46, Casper by 9.
At Casper College, we're here to help. Here to answer your financial aid questions. Register for classes. Pick a major and so much more. At Casper College, we're here for you.
Birds by 9, 10:03 to play in the contest. Casper has never trailed in this ball game, led by as many as 16 in the first half. Got out to a 9-1 lead in the first 2.5 minutes on Dalton Peterson going 3 for 3 behind the arc. Casper basketball. Harris will play it into Robinson. Epps, Peters, and Marich complete the 5 for Casper. Under 10 to play now. Peters in the corner. They'll feed the high post. Epps turning against the double team. Gives it to Jaden. Cross courts. Well, tried to cross court it for Robinson. Marich thought it was for him, and he stepped in. Ball went out of bounds, I believe, last touched by the Golden Eagles, and Sean Gutting didn't like what he saw, calls the timeout. I think Nestor Diachok may be coming back, we'll see. So from here, the T-Bird ladies, who were victorious today 81-67, go to Eastern Wyoming on Wednesday, and they will be joined by the men's team. A win by the ladies against Eastern, which is very short-handed and whom they dominated here in Casper earlier this year, would cement their #1 seed, I believe, in the North Sub-region. The men, with a win here today, they, of course, will go to Eastern also on Wednesday. The men with a win here today, I think, finish no worse than second. First 2 teams get a bye in the opening round of the tournament. But the men trying to put this away because they want to host the Region 9 tournament. It is the North's turn this year for the men. The women will go to the South winner. 55-46, 9-point margin, T-Bird basketball in the front court. Jaron Harris to throw it in against Ben Hageman, gets it to Marich, and gets it right to Epps, who hands it right back to Harris. Birds have just 10 on the shot clock, and ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Tristan Starks of LCCC. Peterson will play it in for Casper against some pressure, looking, gets it out to Jaron. Harris trying to bounce it to Epps, that's taken away. 3-on-3 back the other way. Hageman in deep. Chuya will lay it home. He's got 9. Birds lead down to 7. Harris works against Chuya, goes in the corner, right side, outside. Robinson right back to Jaron. Diachok set to come back in next dead ball. Harris floats a pass, the lob, and they took it away again. Epps thought he was loose. Back the other way, and then the block from behind, but it comes loose right to Tristan Starks, who lays it home. Lead down to 5 at 55-50. I think that's the closest LCCC has been all game, has been 5 points. Robinson cross courts it to Harris. Peterson running the baseline. 10 to shoot now. Epps for Robinson. Floats a little one-hander in the lane, doesn't go. Marich had the rebound, but Starks came in and grabbed him and got caught. Hand in the cookie jar or on the arm. Take your pick. Birds will get a new 20-second shot clock, maintain possession. Jaden Peters will come in along with Nestor Diachok. Marich and Harris will get a little rest here. Birds could use a hoop. Robinson for Peterson. 3 ball, no good. And Peters jumps in and knocks it loose but couldn't control it. 55-50 Casper, 8.5 to go in the ball game. Birds with a little token pressure in the backcourt. Broken ahead by Hageman. Picked up by Peters. Hageman works behind the back, drives, throws it off the glass. No. Epps looked like he was just hammered and came away with the rebound. Jamison bouncing. Diachok alone in the corner. No. And the follow and the putback. Peters just sneaks in. Nobody put a body on him, and he just tapped it home. Laid it home to make it 57-50. 8 minutes exactly to go. And every time that Cheyenne kind of makes a run, they have a habit of just falling asleep on defense. No excuse for that one. My goodness. Yours truly could have put that home. Wouldn't have jumped as high as Peters, but anyway, 57-50, Casper by 7. Birds 10-1 at home this year. The only loss to Indian Hills when the Iowa team came in here, ranked number 1 in the nation. Casper still with only 5 losses on the season, and 3 of them coming to teams that were ranked in the top 5, still are ranked in the top 10. College of Southern Idaho still number 1. Last time I looked, Indian Hills was 6, and Salt Lake Community College was 7. Those are the 2 other losses to top 10 teams. So Casper trying to continue its winning ways against teams that are not in the top 10. Jamison Epps getting a little tape job on his right bicep. Don't know if he's cut or scratched. But anyway, he's back on the court. Birds will slap a little full court pressure on here. And the ball will come in to Chuya. Cross courts it to Starks. Gets a pick. Works against Peterson. Still has it on a string. Comes to the elbow. Jump step in the lane. Throwed hard off the glass. Draws the foul and will go to the line for a couple here. I think this is going to be on Peterson. Dalton's first. 5 team fouls now for the Birds, 4 for the Eagles. Tristan Starks to the free throw line. At the free throw line, just 59%. First one's good. Another one will put him in double figures. Cuts the lead to 6. And this one's good also. Starks with 10. Scoreboard says 12. We won't argue. Birds are up 5, 57-52. Robinson loops it to Epps. Bouncing. Peters almost lost that out of bounds, almost threw it away. Cross-court pass. Here's Peterson for the three out of the left side corner. Dalton's missed a couple now. Ellery turned down the three, gives it to Starks now. Robinson on him. Starks wants McCord to come get the ball. Starks still has it on the floor. Gives it to Ellery, and he has slapped loose from behind. Bird's running it to Dalton ahead. Scoops it with the right hand. He has learned how to finish with his right hand on those drives. His first points of the second half, he's got 16 on the afternoon. 59-52, Casper. Epps with a block on Chuya, and then Chuya over the top. Bird's just not getting the calls they want. Epps needs to be careful. He's already got one technical. Thought they were all over the top of Peterson on the rebound, but it'll be their ball. No new shot clock. It's down to 8. Out top, Ellery gives it to Starks. High arc, and he gets the three-pointer. He's got 13, and the lead down to 4 now at 59-55. Robinson for Peters to Peterson, and Epps in the corner. Looking for Diachoke out top. Peterson for another three. This time at the top of the key, Dalton's got it, and he's got 19 on the afternoon. Back to a 7-point margin, 6 minutes to play. Long three, Starks, no. Peterson climbing for the rebound. I thought it went off Dalton, but they'll say no. Ellery reached in and knocked it loose. Again, I thought somebody was all over the top of Dalton Peterson. One tick under 6 minutes to go. Bird basketball. Now it's the LCCC bench unhappy with the officiating crew. Epps kicks it outside. Peters for three, no. Long rebound at the elbow taken away by Hageman. Spins into the lane, way too deep. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Epps with a nice play as he threw it off Chuya, and the Birds will get the ball. 62-55, still 5:37 to go in the contest. And it is Cheyenne's turn to give it to the guys in stripes. We'll see what happens. Casper has never trailed in this ball game. The Birds jumped out 9-1, courtesy of 3 Dalton Peterson threes in the first 2.5 minutes. They built the lead at one time to 25-9, 16 points. Led by 10, 36-26 at the halfway mark. You're just joining us, the women victorious, 81-67 in a rather physical game. The women moving their record on the season to 24-26-3 rather. With 2 home games, with 2 games left in the regular season. Both these teams on the road at Torrington to take on Eastern Wyoming on Wednesday. And then the home regular season will come to an end next Saturday afternoon with a doubleheader against Western Wyoming. Some evil eyes being cast at the officials by the Cheyenne bench. Now a smile. It has been, like the women's game, very, very physical. 62-55, Birds by 7 with the basketball. Peterson to throw into Robinson. Epps, Diachoke, and Harris on the court for Casper. Diachoke loses his dribble, cross-courts it to Epps, gives it right back to Darius. Birds with a little weave out top right now. Still 15 on the shot clock. Diachok trying to move in. Fall away from the free throw line. No. Epps tip, yes. 14 now for Jamison. Loose ball in the lane. And McCord, they'll kick it back outside. High arc. No with the three. I think this foul is going to go against Xavier McCord, his first. I was thinking it was on Ellery, but the Birds get a call there. They lead by 9, now under 5 minutes to go in the game. Diachok to Epps for Robinson. Robinson to the right side elbow. There's that feed. The bounce pass, Peterson controls and reverse it up and in. 11-point lead now, 4.5 to play. Dalton now with 21. In deep, in and out, no good. And Epps fighting for the rebound, couldn't control it. Chuya, and he has it slapped loose, punched loose by Diachok, and they're going to say Nestor's foul. It's his first. 16 foul on the Birds. Golden Eagles have 5. Approaching 4 to play. Ellery for 3, left it short. Epps, long rebound. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson all the way left side. Layup is good. He just explodes in the open court. Blue by all the blue shirts. And it's back to a 13-point lead. The clock will stop with 4:06 to play. 68-55 Casper. I didn't see whether we're doing 30 or a minute here, just a 30-second timeout. Dalton Peterson leading the way with 21 for the Birds. Jamison Epps has 14, as does Jaron Harris. 9 for Usman Dia. The Golden Eagles paced by Tristan Starks and Ben Hageman, both with 13 points. Also, well, they're the only ones in double figures. Xavier McCord, who had 32 against the T-Birds earlier this year, right now with just 6. We throwing stuff now? Just don't throw it at me. LCCC basketball against some token pressure in the back court. Starks pushes off on Harris at half court. Tries to push again. No whistle. Then he tries to drive. Looked like he traveled and threw up an underhand prayer that was about 5 feet short of the hoop. He will go to the line for 2. Harris gets his third team, or his third personal. So, Tristan Starks, the leading scorer, one of them with 13, to the free throw line here, and the first one is perfect. Starks from Irving, Texas, and the second one on the way. It's there. He has 15 to lead the Golden Eagles. Epps exchanging with Robinson in the back court. We're under 4 to play. Darius almost dribbled into the double team, instead backs it away and gets it to Nestor Diachok. Diachok warring against McCord, and there's the steal. And this will be a jam. Xavier McCord will soar and score his 8th point. Bird lead down to 9, 3:20 to go. A lot of contact right in front of Sean Gutting. Robinson, the ball carrier. Should be the 7th team foul. It'll be the second personal on Hageman. Robinson should be, no, just the 6th team foul. Peterson to play it in for Harris. Harris will work against McCray. Give it to Epps, and Epps will be fouled out top. Now we'll go to the 1-and-1. This will be McCrae's third of the ball game. Epps to the free throw line. Epps at 67%. Coming into the game tonight, Jaden Peters back in. Jaron Harris will get a quick rest for the Birds. Epps with a chance to build the lead back to double digits. First one is good. 15 for him. 69-59 Casper. Second one on the way is good. So Epps with 16, Harris with 14, and Peterson with 21. Back the other way with the dribble drive, and that's good. Hageman, nice move, 15 points, 13 of them here in the second half. Birds run it ahead quickly to Peters. Loses his dribble and bounces to Robinson. Under 3 to go now. Robinson in the corner to Peters, corralled it, spin dribble, dribble drive, hesitate, no. Epps is knocked to the floor again, no call. Back the other way we come. And the running one-hander, the left-hand layup, no, but it goes off Dalton Peterson and out of bounds. Tristan Starks out of control. No foul whistled. Ball will come in. Head fake on the deuce. Feeding in deep for Chuya, and he will score. 70-63, lead down to 7. And Peters has his shot blocked. Come back the other way. Epps read the pass for Peterson. Teams trade steals. We approach 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Diachoke to Robinson. Robinson wanted to go at the free throw line, shut off. Diachoke gives it to Peterson. Dalton for a 3, that's good. Boy, it hung on the rim for eternity and decided, yep, I'm going down. Clock will stop with 1:59 to go on the timeout, and the Bird lead back to 10 at 73-63.
We're trying to figure out who the best dunk on the team is, you feel me? So first we got B-Nard right here. He got something for us real, you see me? Something real cool. Then we got Ness, something not too crazy. My fourth man from Turkey, and the best dunk on the team is probably Tyler. That's my pick.
We got a good group of guys this year. We're excited. You know, got a good team. Some of these new guys, I don't know about them. We got a couple guys like Dre. He don't even know his own strength, for real.
Yeah, Dre. There you go.
10-point margin for the Birds. Still 2 minutes to go in this contest. It has been a struggle and a physical game. When it's over, lots of ice baths will be due. Birds will have Diachoke, Peterson, Robinson, Epps, and Peters on the court right now. It'll be LCCC's basketball with 1:59 to play in the contest. 10-point lead. Starks will play it in and get it into Hageman. Brings it ahead into the lane against Epps, who had the ball and couldn't control it. And he gets the rebound and puts it back up. Hageman does. And then a steal in deep and the block shot. Chuya wanted to, or rather McCrae wanted to go for the slam. Epps managed to block it. No foul called. Casper lead is 8. We're down to 140. Lots of talking going on, both benches to the officials. Starks will play it in for McCord. Gives it to Hageman. And his shot blocked by Dalton Peterson, and they're going to call Dalton for a foul. Wow. Well, learned a long time ago to not try and second guess the guys. Hageman to the free throw line here. He'll have a pair. Chance to bring his team within 6. Still 1:34 left. First free throw's good. Hageman now the leading scorer with 18 for LCCC. Jaron Harris back in at the point. Peters will take a seat for the Birds. Second one's good. And the lead is down to 6. Birds with the basketball. Darius will draw a double team. The ball will be deflected and taken away. Back the other way. Hageman with the drive. And it's good. And he'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point lead and cut the lead to 3. It's not tense at all, is it? Wow. Hageman to the free throw line. He is from Windsor, Colorado, just outside of Fort Collins, and the second free throw good. 73-70 Birds. Epps clears it ahead, and here's a foul. Thank you. What? Peterson got run over, and they called Diachok for a walk. Where did that come from? 73-70 LCCC ball. Peterson just got bulldozed to the court, and I'm thinking there's a foul. And instead they said Diachok walked with the basketball. Well, still 1:12 to play. The lead is down to 3. LCCC has never led in this ball game. They're going to have the basketball here. Not sure why. Yikes. The whole crowd was up on its feet after Peterson got bulldozed, thinking that was the foul, but the officials say Diachok traveled first. And that's the way it'll stand. So, in the back court, LCCC will get the basketball with a chance to get within a point or tie. They have never led in this contest. We still have 72 beats to the clock. 1:12 to play. Peterson, Robinson, Epps, Dia, and Peters for the T-Birds. Golden Eagle basketball. They'll get it right in front of the scorer's table in the back court. And they'll play it into Hageman, who's gone wild the last 5-6 minutes of the ball game. Now with 22 points, you know he's going to try and go to the hoop. They're going to try a long three. Starks, terrible miss. Epps with a rebound, wrestled to the ground, and there is a jump ball called, and it will stay with Cheyenne. Wow. Jamison between two blue shirts, wrestled to the ground, and they'll call the hell ball. So Starks will play it into the left of their hoop, 58 and change. Out top, McCord gives it to Starks. Peters will come out to get him. Dia steps in front. Starks wants to go, and there's no shot here. A foul going to be whistled against the Birds. I think this one's going to go on Jaden Peters. It'll be his third. And it will send Tristan Starks to the line to shoot. It was the 10th team foul, so he'll shoot 2. Chance to make it a 1-point ball game with 47 seconds. And the first one's good. Boy, it looks like he's going to leave it short, and it finds nothing but bottom of the net. Harris and Diachok back for the Birds, whose lead is down to 2 at 73-71. And now it's down to 1. Starks with 17, 11 here in the second half. Birds will gather around Sean Gutting with a 1-point lead. 47 seconds on the clock. It's 73-72. Casper led at 36-26 at the halfway mark. Led by as many as 16 in the opening half. And they have been battling back and forth with the Golden Eagles, who frankly have played a very physical game, and as is always the case, there are some calls that you shake your head at. And I'm sure that's the same on the Cheyenne side. Just one of those games that high emotion, high intensity, and it's one where you always look at it and think maybe you're not getting the calls. We'll see what the Birds do under pressure now. 1-point lead, 47 seconds. They have the basketball in the backcourt. Epps will throw it in. See if he gets it to Jaron Harris or Darius Robinson. And it will be Robinson who'll get it right back to Epps for Jaron. Harris, left-hand dribble across the timeline. Clock winding now with 35 seconds to go. Peterson will exchange with Robinson, gets a pick out top. Bouncing for Epps, can work one-on-one into the lane. Spin dribble, lay it off the glass, got it! Clock will stop with 25-5, and the Birds' lead is 3. Whew. For a moment, looked like that baby was going to die on the rim. Gravity took hold, fortunately for the Birds and Epps. 75-72 Casper. The Birds beat this team 91-84 in Cheyenne just a couple of weeks ago. And I'm thinking 91-84, that was the final. In that game, Jaron Harris was the leader with 24 points. He went 3 for 3 behind the arc. And also in that game, Epps had a double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Dalton Peterson was the hero then, too, though. He had 20 points. One of the heroes, I should say. Tonight, Dalton with 24 to lead the Birds. He likes playing against these guys. Or he likes shooting against them, I guess we should say. So, Casper back on defense. Ball will belong to the Golden Eagles with 25.5 seconds left in the contest. We'll see who throws it in. Looks like it'll be Starks. Dalton Peterson will cover him up on the baseline. He can run the baseline and gets it into Hageman. Right back to Starks. Birds Starks kicks outside. Chuya for a three. That's an air ball to Epps. And he will be fouled. Wow. Chuya has eaten him up inside. That was at least 3 feet short of the rim. It was almost a pass to Epps. So Jamison to the free throw line. It's still 1-1. That's just the 8th team foul. 13.6 seconds showing on the clock. Epps with 18 on the afternoon, make it 19. Ice in the veins. Lead is 4. Second one on the way, drills it. 20 for Jamison, 77-72. 13.6 left in the contest. Out of back court. Starks to let him run all the way. Throws up an air ball. In deep, Chuya can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds by the Golden Eagles. And with less than 5 seconds to go, it's Bird basketball in the back court. Peters will leave. Jaron Harris returning. Dalton Peterson to play it in. Gets it to Epps. Ooh. And I'll tell you what, McCord pretty close to a tackle. A lot of frustration for the guy who had 32 in Cheyenne and has only 8 here tonight. Epps to the free throw line. 2 shots coming. And the final score will not reflect how close it was down the stretch, but the Birds with a big, big home win here and a homecoming crowd. Epps' free throw is good. 21 for Jamison. The lead is 6 with 3.6 seconds left. Second one good also. Epps with 22, Peterson with 24. The Birds with 79, and they'll win it. 79-72, the final here tonight. The T-Birds win their 6th in a row. They move to 22-5 on the season, and they stay alive for a chance to host the Region 9 men's tournament as they continue to lead the North sub-region here. They are 1 loss. That was the overtime loss at Powell that they avenged a couple of weeks ago here. And this is as good a win as you could possibly hope for against a team with a lot of talent. So we will celebrate this one and talk to Sean Gutting, hopefully. Whew. As the Birds win this one, 79-72. The ladies victorious earlier this afternoon, 81-67. And both teams really with a chance to be the #1 seed in the North sub-region. Casper College women, if they do that, I believe it would be the 4th year in a row, maybe the 5th year in a row, that they have had the #1 seed coming out of the North, because they continue to roll right now. Ranked 16th in the last poll. Their victory today moving them to 26-3. The T-Bird men moving to 22-5 overall on the season. Nice win for Sean Gutting and company. I think Nate Macy going to make his way up here with the statistics, so we'll hang on for a minute and talk about how the Birds managed to do that. Yikes. So let's take a look at the final statistics. It's in the books. Casper with a 79-72 victory. LCCC goes 28 of 67. That's 42% from the field. The Birds finished the game going 33 for 65, 50% from the field. 3-point line, LCCC 4 of 26. The Birds were 6 of 20. All 6 of them coming from the lefty from encampment. Dalton Peterson was 6 out of 10 this afternoon from three-point land. Free throws, wow. LCCC was 12 of 15. The T-Birds were 7 out of 8. Is that right? It is right, except that Jamison Epps was 6 out of 6. The only other player to shoot a free throw, Guzman Dio, was 1 out of 2. Nobody else stepped to the line for the T-Birds. Rebounds, the Golden Eagles with 41, the T-Birds with 31. Personal fouls, officials let them play. 13 on Cheyenne and 14 on Casper. Assists, 8 for the Golden Eagles, 11 for the T-Birds. Turnovers, Golden Eagles turned it over 17 times, the T-Birds 13. Both teams with a pair of blocked shots. LCCC with 6 steals and the T-Birds with 10. Biggest lead of the ball game, 16 for the T-Birds. The score was never tied and the lead never changed hands. Points off turnovers, 15 LCCC, 11 for the Birds. Points in the paint, 48 for LCCC, 54 for Casper. Second chance points, the Golden Eagles with 23 to the T-Birds 6. And LCCC's bench outscoring the Casper bench 10-8. But the thing that matters most on the stat sheet, Casper College 72 or 79 rather, LCCC 72. The Birds with a 7-point victory that moves their record on the season now to 22 wins and 5 losses. Sean Gutting is making his way over here. The homecoming crowd goes home happy. And the Birds go home happy. Or to the dorm anyway. Wow. Well, been a while since I've been involved in one like that. And Sean is going to make his way up here. We'll discuss a huge victory for the Birds.
I got a face for radio anyways. So.
Well, that's why I got this job.
I don't think we need to see me.
Yeah, well, if they get it up there, that's fine. Hey, I want to know, first of all, before we start, you have any bruises?
I don't. I mean, my heart might right now.
That was a physical. The women's game was like that, too.
You know, early on they were kind of letting us play, and usually I like that, honestly. But you know, and they had to probably tighten it up in the second half, which the officials did. But they're a really physical, athletic bunch. You know, and it's really hard when they're pressuring you the way they are. You know, and I thought our guys showed a lot of resiliency. We didn't really do anything we wanted to do as far as setting out what we were looking to accomplish today. You know, especially on the offensive end. But we got stops when we needed it. You know.
Well, you did, and not only that, I mean, it started out with Peterson hitting 3 threes in the first 2.5 minutes.
Right.
You were up by 16 at one time and held on in the second half, frankly.
Yeah, you know.
Which is okay, I mean.
You guys got to keep finding different ways to win this time of year. I mean, it's basically March. You know,
yeah,
so
it is.
Things are going to be ugly. They're not going to be pretty. And, you know, we didn't, you know, do a great job on the defensive rebounds. They out-rebounded us again. You know, but we got timely ones, the ones that we needed when we really needed them most. You know, and that's probably what ended up getting them back in the game so early. You know, I'm not a big fan of getting big leads early in games. It rarely works out well for you because, you know, it just ignites the team that's here, and we're playing against too good of teams for them to be down.
Well, Dalton Peterson had 20 the last time he met. He had 24 today. He really likes shooting against these guys. As a matter of fact, he is 6 out of 10 from 3 and had all your 3-pointers.
Yeah, you know, that's so weird because we usually shoot it so well as a team. You know, it was just something was a little off tonight. I mean, Jaron looked a little funky when he was shooting it. Darius did as well. We couldn't really get Nestor any looks early, but he was a monster on the defensive end and was so key on so many different possessions. I mean, he played 30 minutes, and, you know, I can't believe 30 minutes with him not scoring and we win. I never would have guessed that would happen. But he was so great defensively for us, you know, and then those guys when they came in, I mean, Dre had good minutes, Jaden had good minutes. You know, it was a full team effort.
Epps, as usual, did his work down low, but he got mauled a lot tonight.
Yeah, you know, I kept trying.
And he kept his temper, but I could see from up here, the eyes were, you know, just blazing.
He got one when he was excited and flexing, and honestly, I get it. But, you know, I mean, he and a couple guys in this league who can really play. He's one of them, and he gets beat up a lot. You know, and that comes with the territory. You know, there's going to be nights where you get calls, some nights you don't. It comes with the territory. You know, and I think he's learning as an individual, and it's just taking time that he can't let his frustrations get to him. You know, and he kept it in check after that.
Which is good.
Yep.
Because he already had one technical, and, you know, I don't usually try and officiate much because a game like this is really tough to call.
It's a hard job.
But what happened, when Peterson got run over, they said Diachok walked first.
They said Nestor traveled. I didn't see it.
I didn't
I wasn't
either.
watching him, honestly. I was watching Dalton get mauled.
He got bulldozed.
You know, and I assumed that's what the whistle was. And
yeah, so did the crowd.
You know, and hey, it's just things are weird in conference play, man. You know, and that's such a hard job for these guys to do, especially when you got really talented teams. They have to try and pick and choose when to blow the whistle. It's a difficult job to do, and honestly, I thought we had a pretty good crew tonight. They just, you know, both ways, probably missed ones late, and it's part of the game. It's part of the game. You know, they're going to have some right ones and wrong ones.
Well, it was frustrating to watch at times, but it was also exciting. You had a big crowd, homecoming.
Great crowd tonight. Guys played well, you know, and did what we needed to do to win. And hopefully we can, you know, keep some momentum going into Eastern on Wednesday.
I was going to say Eastern on Wednesday, then back home to end the regular season against Western. You handled Eastern pretty easily last time here.
Yeah.
They were kind of short some men.
That won't be the case when we go over there.
No.
Playing at their place is always a different beast. So
been there a few times.
We're going to need to bring our A game for that one to win on the road. So you know we don't have anything easy left. You know, so got 2 left, and you know both of them big ones for us.
Well, congratulations. Man, my heart is the one. I'm the heart patient here, not you.
I'm about to be one here pretty quickly. I'm going to tell you, we keep doing games like this. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
All right, see ya. Sean Gutting, the T-Bird head coach, they win it tonight 79-72. Their 6th win in a row. They're 11th in 12 games at home, and they moved to 22-5 on the season, still in control of the North Sub-region of Region 9. They're on the road at Eastern Wyoming on Wednesday, and then back home to wrap up the regular season. We'll have a ladies' game at 2 o'clock and the men's game at 4 o'clock next Saturday. We hope you join us then. Jack Noakes from Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym. It's a sweep for the Birds. The ladies win at 81-67. The men 79-72 over LCCC. Thanks for joining us.
I want to show for some people out there, man.